I am excited to announce the launch of jeffboski.com. Go to jeffboski.com and click on the link that shows the bag and tag or "And We Are Out" apparel. As a special promotion, I'll be giving away 10% of my first bullet in the Venetian $1,100 tournament. Starts May 29th, $250K guaranteed. This is a face value giveaway of $110 equity, considering I'm average in the field. Could win you up to upwards of $5,000 just for buying a t-shirt. To enter, tweet at me, ICURA Rook on Twitter, a picture of you wearing the shirt or the shirts with the receipt itself. Each item that you buy will get you one entry in the random drawing to see who wins 10% of my $1,100 Venetian $250K guaranteed first bullet. Buy a shirt today, Big Frog, bag and tag. The link is in the description below, or go to jeffboski.com to get your shirt. Shipping usually takes around 7 to 10 business days. The event is about 2 weeks from today, so get your shirt now. Tweet at me with the shirt to be entered in the drawing. Just my way of giving back. 100% of all proceeds will go to the Las Vegas Boxer Rescue. I will not profit a penny on any of these transactions. It's for the dogs. Rep your shirt, wear your shirt at the World Series. You might get a cameo. You have everything to win, nothing to lose. Good luck. Venetian Day 2, 73 return, 63 get paid, a minimum of $660. First place is $37,000. We have our eye on the prize. They're not going to stop us today. We got this shit. With blinds at 4,000, 8,000, it folds to the hijack, who is our opponent that had the 9-9 versus our ace-queen the day previous. He opens to the minimum for 16,000. Folds to us on the button, and we look down at pocket tens. We have 277,000 chips, so we could flat, we could 3-bet. Shove just seems a little bit too much. So we have to plan to 3-bet fold or 3-bet call. The plan I come up with is if we 3-bet and he 4-bets small, we fold. But if we 3-bet and he jams, then his range is a lot weaker in theory, so we're going to give it the call and gamble with pocket tens. Our sizing is 45,000. From 16 to 45 is reasonable, leaves us with 220 behind, so we have plenty of room to fold and plenty of perceived fold equity if he thinks jamming his small pair or suited ace is a profitable move. The blinds fold, he thinks for a minute, and he shoves all in. We call, he shows ace, jack, offsuit. The board comes. King, deuce, deuce, 5, 8. We hold, and we get a big double up.
Just making sure you see it, that's all. 277?
Yep.
Thank you.
We're all good here. Okay.
We don't talk on the phones cause it might stick. Gotta play for the 7, call him Mike Pick.
About 30 minutes later, it folds to the same opponent from the ace-jack 10-10 hand. We're blind versus blind. He raises to 28,000 at 612,000. We're in the big blind. We have 9-5 of hearts. I think our hand is too strong to fold and just playable enough to put in the call-in position and see a flop. The flop comes. Jack, 3, deuce, 1 heart. He bets 22,000. Very small. I don't really want to float him. I'd rather try to win the pot now and rep a jack. So we raise to 70,000. Our plan is, if he calls, we're going to jam 200,000, which is our remaining stack, on any heart, ace, or 4. Any flush draw or straight draw, we're going to give him the business. He thinks about it and he calls. The turn is a 6, which also gives us a straight draw. He checks, and for some reason I just put him on a hand like Jack 10 and he's not going to fold to our jam. So I decide to change my plan and not jam all in. Hopefully we can check, hit our gutter ball, or possibly hit a pair, which might be good if he has a deuce or 3 on the flop. We check. The river brings an 8. He checks. So now I think he has a very weak showdown hand. He would have bet most of his hands for value, especially if it's a jack for top pair. So we're going to go for the river bluff. 9 high, can't win in a showdown. It's worth a shot. We bet 80,000 chips with 120,000 behind. He tanks and he puts in the call. We show 9 high. He shows ace 9 offsuit for ace high. Hero call, gone right. Nice hand. 400,000 going to 20,000 big blind. 40 people remain. Very swingy level. A lot of gambling. Got owned a couple times. Did some owning. That's tournament poker. Just gotta stick with the gut and go for it, no matter how stupid you might feel. Should have jammed 200K on that turn with my gutter. Chickened out and I paid the price. Gotta go with the gut.
I'm whipping up every block. I'm a good God-fearing man with a criminal mind state. Ain't nobody gave a shit, and that's why we grind weight. My grandma off in the church while I'm in the refrigerator.
With blinds at 12, 24,000, we're down to 26 players. Folds to the small blind who limps. We look down at ace, king, offsuit. We pump it up to 75,000 off a 500K stack, ready to gamble. He calls, flop comes. King, 9, 6, 2 clubs. We do not have a club. He checks, we bet 100,000. He check raises to 250,000. I don't see myself folding top, blind versus blind. So we go all in. 425,000. He calls. He shows king deuce and says, ugh, how do you have a king? We got a king and we got an ace. Board bricks out and we hold. We now have 1 million chips.
Nice fucking.
Lucky flop.
You got the only flop you're getting all my chips with. Yeah, I'm doubling up. Yeah.
King high.
Yeah. Blind versus blind. Maybe you're fucking around.
The very next hand, it folds to us in the small blind, and we look down at ace king offsuit. We raise it up to 75,000. Big blind calls. Flop comes. Queen, jack, 8. Good for his range. Good for our range. So let's go to war. I bet 100,000 chips. He calls. We're putting him on a jack 10 type hand at this point. The turn is a queen. We have equity. We have overs. He probably doesn't have a queen. So we bet 150,000. Repping the queen. He can't raise. He can fold. Or we could get there on the river. He puts in the call, 150,000. The river is an offsuit 5. Not much merit in barreling here. I don't think he's gonna fold a jack. Maybe an 8. 8-9. 8-10. Not sure. We check. He checks. We show ace king. He shows jack 5 of diamonds. Tough to get him to fold, and we're down to 750,000. We have jack 10 of clubs, 7-handed. We raise to 55,000. Folds to a female pro who likes to wear purple shirts. She makes it 147,000 from the small blind after berating the dealer and going on a tangent. She's been chugging Red Bulls all day, is obnoxious. Many people have told her to shut up. She took offense to it, and it just made her talk even more nonsense. We make the call. The flop comes. Jack, 8, deuce. Club, diamond, diamond. She bets 150,000. We shove all in for about 600,000. She starts talking about how she's never gonna fold this hand, how hypothetically she could fold this hand, but she's not gonna fold the hand. How much? Oh my God, etc. Just completely obnoxious. We know we're beat. She doesn't have ace king. She doesn't have 10s or 9s. After a few minutes, she puts in the call. She shows pocket queens. The turn is a 5. The river is an ace. We lose. We're a million chip pot. 15 million chips in play. She celebrates. Continues talking bullshit. Couldn't be more tilting. And we are out. 21st place, $1,550 won. Net gain of $530. 3 days of play, endless pain. Welcome to tournament poker.